Alrighty then, let me get situated, plugged in, cord optimization. Yeah. Okie dokie. Hello. We have learned from the previous 2 days on the YouTubes, trying to get things to look better and sound maybe a little better. I don't know how much work it's gonna do. Little tweaks here and there. And I don't know what, I don't really know what's on the docket today. I'm gonna do this Dark Knight quest to start out with, because I just unlocked it. And then maybe some different roulettes compared to yesterday. And then we'll see where the next 2 to 3 hours take us. I got another bar. Got my blood gauge now. Combo bonus for Soul Stealer gives me 20. What else gives blood gauge? I know blood weapon eventually will give some. And there's the 2 abilities, use blood, 3 abilities, I guess. This will give, Stalwart Soul gives as well. I don't have that yet. The 10 levels. Really seems like the only thing that gives blood gauge is Soul Eater. But things cost right now 50. So it's just the smoothness of the blood gauge. Blood gauge? Pound occasion. If you get 20, 40, 60, you spend 50, go to 10, then get 20, 40, then you're at 50 and you can spend again. And that will change once I get blood gauge accumulation upon landing any weapon, skill, or spell under the effect of blood weapon. So right now I just get it, but then I get more of it. And then every minute you build up a bunch more. Okay. And then of course, once we get the Blackest Night soon, having this shield explode properly or absorb a full amount of damage gives you either Edge or Flood of Darkness for... Yeah, consumes Dark Arts instead of MP. Yeah, to execute. Okay, cool. Very neat. Hi, Nick. Yeah, bay, B-A-Y, like a bay of water, basically. Yeah. My hair is extra high today, or looks extra high in the video preview. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's doing its thing. Got some big anime energy today. Speaking of which. Yeah, let's turn that up 1%. Little dark. Yes, Elgato. Yes, Elgato. Thank you. Thank you. You are fantastic, but also... Okay. Let's start with this Dark Knight quest. In memories we walked. Yeah, after a certain level, blood weapon will work with the blood gauge, yeah. I don't have that passive yet. I don't have that passive just yet, so it doesn't do it. As you look around Fulton Mana, you reflect upon your time in Ishgard, the comrades who you've traveled, and those you have lost along the way. Oh, there's Sid and Riel. You seem distracted. I was a ward for House Fulton. House Fulton. Yeah, it's a... Yeah, the blow up and things are passive eventually. Hey, Mutton. Howdy. Once upon a time or no longer. Technically, at this point in the story, would I not still have been? I'm only level 62. I guess you were only at the start of the expansion, though, so that... Yeah. Really no reason to, Something in my pack broke? What the heck? Did my soul crystal just shatter in half? Hello? Question mark, question mark, question mark. That looks like Lady Iceheart. Their name is Mist. M-Y-S-T-E. Of course, of course. It's an anime game. Yes. I have a power at which I can use. I stole a portion of that contained within your crystal. This kid stole some of my aether and my soul crystal? What the heck? This kid's got hair like Lady Azale. Any relation? No, help him find something in need and give him a chance to use his power? I guess. Yeah. Let's believe the mysterious boy who mysteriously stole aether from my soul crystal. Hey, where is my sword? Why don't I have my weapon showing on this cutscene? The heck? It was just on my back. Strange, sudden boy with Lady Iceheart hair. Very curious. Very curious indeed. Well, this is level 62 stuff. So we're just starting the Heaven's Ward stuff because we finished the ARR quest line just the other day. So, and again, like, we've done a fair shake of full story quests. I do, however, have to go back. This is one of the things that I have for a things you might have missed. Not M-Y-S-T-E, but M-I-S-S-E-D, missed. Like something you may have missed in how this game works is that every job, I'm pretty sure every job has a so there are, like, if I go down here to these are just level 30 stuff. So where are the I guess it would be Disciple of Magic job quests. Yeah. So at the end of your level 70 job quest, down toward the bottom in the journal, every job has a sort of catch-up post Shadowbringers quest at level 80. And these only unlock after you've done the relevant block of role quests. So the healer role quest, which is how the Shadowbringers questing was. There is the next White Mage quest, specifically White Mage quest, will be available from Reao Senna once you have met the following requirements. So have Shadowbringers, have to complete the main scenario of Shadowbringers, and completed the role quest, the Soul of Temperance. And then you get another actual quest, and it's sort of like a catch up where the characters have been because you didn't have job quests in Shadowbringers like you had in ARR, Heaven's Ward, and Stormblood. Granted, yeah, because like these are the this. These are all the ones that you did during Stormblood, and then this ended basically. So this sort of gave you where you would go, and every job has those. So I have to go back. Like, I haven't done the one for Scholar. I haven't done the one for Astro. I haven't done the one for Warrior. I haven't done my Samurai one, for example. So these are, I didn't know these existed. Someone from my community, Bob, told me about them. I had no idea. I do have the Gunbreaker one. I know where it is. I have walked by it a couple times in Mordona. So, but I didn't know this. I have the Dancer one as well then. Yep, but I haven't finished the ranged role quest yet. I've only started it. So once you complete all of those steps, you get another actual job quest. Which is just how this game continues to have just more and more to offer. Is my blood gauge off by like 1 pixel? I can't tell. It looks like it's off by 1, but that just could be a... I don't know. I think it might be totally lined up. The zeros don't look stacked equally. But of course, they're different. No, they're same right side bounding box, looks like. It's just the dark side gauge has a different bounding size than the other one for some reason. 100%. 100%. Yeah, I know. One is tracking my DPS buff, and the other one is tracking my extra resource. So, but it's the same sort of place. I have my Warrior Fury gauge and my Gunbreaker cartridges. Now, where are we going? I probably could have teleported here, but what's fine. We'll walk. Yeah, but I didn't know those extra job quests existed, and it's sort of one of those things. The game does this a couple of different times actually, because with like the ARR, where is it? Side quests, like this is the Hildebrand quest line. Yeah, Zodiac Weapon, Trials of the Braves. So you have to, some of these quest lines, this is old. This whole thing to gain like the Atma for your ARR weapon, there's nowhere the game doesn't tell you because it's not an active quest. So there's no checklist. It is kind of old school RPG-esque where I had to write, I wrote like a Google document out to track each of these Atmas from each of these zones. And you have to do it manually. And then once you have all the pieces, you go back to the NPC and only then will they have a quest for you. If you don't have all these individual pieces that are in this in-game quest log, you don't progress. So the game does it a couple of different times in that it doesn't just have a quest pop up on the right side of your screen like, do this, go collect these. And those job quests are one example, as well as the the ARR Relic weapon step. Do the Scholar one first, probably the best level 80 one. The Scholar quest line is pretty good. It is pretty good. I mean, if you don't like Tonberries, maybe it's not. But I feel like I'll leave. I need to clean up a lot of those job quests before Endwalker, just to get the jobs that I main most of the time, like, ready to go, basically. Like, finished. Completely finished. Because as as my title today suggests, Final Fantasy XIV is a little overwhelming. It's a lot of game if you're new to the game. If you've been playing since like an earlier expansion, because of the way this game presents story and has so much of it, it's definitely a lot to catch up on, for sure. You have a spreadsheet for tracking all the relics. See, I think I've seen one of those before. Oh, is there a hunt train going on? There is a bullet train starting. We're jumping on that bullet train. No, wait. Did I miss it? What? Oh, I may have already missed it starting. I just saw the ping, but the ping was 11 minutes ago, but then they started 5 minutes after the post. So they probably already chewed through the first few. Dang it. I was rambling and didn't look at Discord. Oh well, I'll get the one in the evening, I guess. Hey, who is this we're talking to? I guess we're helping out that kid that stole part of my Aether. I brokered some arrangement. Many of my clients whom you speak have come to you but recently and know this to be true. One thing to aid the scholasticate. But you've got to understand my position here. Bloody politics it is. No man lifts a chisel till we're paid in full. I'm sorry, but that's the way it's gotta be. A blessed evening to you. Discomposed carpenter. I beg your pardon. I did not notice you standing there. Yep. I only have this giant anime sword and a blindfold and big anime hair energy. Finding the restoration of the statue of Saint Valeroy. How a lot of things are pronounced in Ishgard. You just gotta go at the end of the word. Yep. Not going well. Excuse me. Your cousin, sure. Served the Archbishop faithfully. Well, I guess technically in this storyline, this is before we find out about the Archbishop at the end of Heaven's Ward, so I have to keep that in mind because this is level 62 stuff. So in the overall timeline is early expansion. Set your trouble with the Dervanians. Ignace was my cousin and a man of the Fury. I will honor him by completing his legacy. Okay. So what does that have to do with the kid that stole part of my Aether? We're trying to find people in distress, apparently. Oh, Mist is back here now. Are you running the... See, there was a guide. Well, not really a guide exactly, but there was a bit of a meme post that came up. We talked about it a bit the other day. So running the Praetorium, which I guess you can, queue for it. Can you queue for it specifically? Yeah, they're right here. If you have a blue mage and group up with other blue mages, that binding coil turn 2 with a full stacked group of blue mages, it's like a sub 3 minute clear time. So yeah, right here. Either one of these is probably pretty quick, but you just run a full stack of blue mages, and in the same time it takes you to do one Praetorium, you get like 100 tomestones, or whatever the conversion is. I think you get like the post said you get double the amount of the time it takes you to go into the Praetorium, so like 80-ish, a little less than 80. The Praetorium takes roughly 41 to 43 minutes, and every 3 minutes you could just get 3. But not everyone has blue mages, or have blue mages with all kitted up with their abilities from everything else. My blue mage is level 0 because I have not unlocked blue mage yet, but I might detour. I might not go Dark Knight right into Gladiator Paladin after this. I might put some time into my blue mage, because you can get sort of level boosted by tag XP that a friend of yours can kill high level mobs for that you tag, and you can kind of get them to like level 20 right off the rip. Takes like half hour, and then there's like a certain leveling path of either fates or higher level stuff you can do as a blue mage that gives you pretty good XP. But it's definitely a grind because you have to level it in a different fashion. But you also be leveling it in a way where you are going through trying to knock out powers in your list. But so you don't have to start from level 1. You can at least start from level 20. But I might work on blue mage. Do we know, have they confirmed yet? Is blue mage going up to level 80 in Endwalker? It might be like patch content that would allow it to. I don't know if it goes up 10 levels at the start, right? Do we know? I'm not sure. Oh, blue mage is insane, but it also is only insane for sort of past content-y stuff. Like running old raids, farming things for like relic weapon kind of quests, doing fates incredibly fast. Oh yeah, I guess that's fair. If you don't have the blue mage, and you can just spam Praetorium. At least, are you doing the Praetorium grind on a character that could use the XP? Because it's a good chunk of XP if you are in and or around that level bracket. Like you go on a queue for it daily, and you get one or the other, I guess, to get the XP bonus. But it's pretty strong XP just for completing it, I think. It won't go up at the start, yeah. The problem with blue mages doing fates for relic or resistance weapon stuff is it's actually super obnoxious sometimes. It's great to have them help you, but blue mages are the they in this case. They can sometimes destroy like the boss kill fates, right? Like the angry face pumpkin carving boss kill, where they can kill the boss so fast that you don't get enough participation time, and you don't get gold to get your whatever, if you're getting a sorrowful memory from something, or if you're getting an Atma from the my inventory is all nice and clean, by the way. Took some time last night, spick and span. It was a little bit rough the other day if you were here yesterday or Monday. But yeah, blue mages can like walk up and like 3 or 5 hit combo, the fate boss, and you get silver. So you don't get what you're actually after. And it's a little bit frustrating at times. They're just blasting, right? They walk up and, whatever, like the whirlpool black hole, freeze them, shatter them, and then they're dead. And you're like, silver reward. Oh, damn it. It happens so often. Especially when there's multiple blue mages romping around. You're just, yeah. So you can hit level 70 mobs and have someone not in your party kill it. Should hit you to 50 in minutes. Yeah, it's level 70 mobs, right? Yeah. Because you can't do level 80 stuff because the job doesn't go to 80. So like those mobs like don't work right. So you just do level 70 mobs. I think a buddy of mine in my Discord actually said the same thing. Yeah, you tag the mob. Someone outside your party kills it. You said 50 in minutes? 50 is that fast? I thought you get to like 20-ish. Get the fish skill to make it easier to tag mobs, then continue for an hour in your max level. Really? I thought you couldn't do it that fast, but I have never leveled a blue mage before. Like going into the Praetorium with your paladin and your white mage doing red mage last night. Yeah, my red mage is only 50. I could run some Praetorium runs on my red mage to get some XP for sure. Since it would have some, well, I'll probably use up this rested bonus not too far, but what's the completion XP for Praetorium if you don't roulette it? Because roulette castrum is like 3-ish million bonus, and Praetorium is double that. It's like 6.8 million XP or something, but that's again from the roulette finder, the main scenario queue. So I wonder what the actual completion XP is, because it still has to be huge, but you know, dungeons are, they eventually scale that just completing dungeon gives you millions, but that's later levels, not level 50. Hi, Nico. The hair is, I already commented, yeah. I don't know why my hair is so tall today. It just kind of is. If you hit a 71 plus mob, you'll get no XP because 70 is the max. Yeah, that's what I thought. Go to the Kalusia Beach. Oh, Praetorium isn't very good non-roulette. So you wouldn't direct queue it. You would just do main scenario. Oh, all your jobs are at 80 already? Yeah. So Hermit posted, here's a spreadsheet for tracking all the relic weapons, including the crafting and gathering relics in Shadowbringers. Oh. Yeah, because I know I've seen a spreadsheet before, but I don't know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Activision Blizzard news. In a letter to employees, more than 20 individuals have been fired for misconduct, and another 20 plus are facing disciplinary action following a months-long internal investigation. Wow, wow, wow. I'll have to read more about that later, because that's big. Yeah, but Hermit, that's a good look right there. I'll have to bookmark that spreadsheet. I mean, I'm already at a solid point with the resistance weapon stuff, since I'm just farming for 3 different steps at once, basically, because I've moved enough weapons forward. But, I mean, right now I'm on... This is Skyfall 2. I have done 4, 5. This is my 6th book of 9, right? No, 6th of 10, right? There are 10 books you have to do. The Zodiac Brave books for ARR weapon. So I'm probably only going to do the White Mage stick to begin with here. Because this is madness. It was basically the only content players had for roughly half a year or more back in the ARR timeline, but it's just very monotonous and very slow. Yeah, we talked about Rival Wings the other day. I haven't ever done any Rival Wings PvP yet, though. Also, what's up, Mia? Yeah, so you were suggesting to do Rival Wings. Yeah, the max time frame is 15 minutes. Most matches are around 5, you suggest, and it's 5 for a win, 3 for a loss. Yeah, I'll have to give that a check. I might ask some... What's the group size? 1 to 4? Can you just 4-man queue? Maybe like, I don't know, Bob, Ben, and Phaedron, or whoever would like to run some. Because I've never done the Hidden Gorge yet, as there is no check mark in the corner. Actually, I don't know. Do you get check marks for PvP ones? Maybe if you direct queue them. I don't have one for the front lines. But yeah, should give this a whirl. Oh, I'm sure it was. I mean, the resistance weapons right now are BIS. They're only BIS by a little bit because they're 5 eye levels higher. But like I've only completed 1 for my White Mage. Oh, 24v24. It's just that 4 is the max group that can queue. Oh. Okay. Gotcha. So it's still rather large scale, but you can queue with 4 people. Okay. Again, more things I just don't know about because there's too many things to know in this damn game. But I want to complete a full ARR relic weapon, because if you complete a full one, you skip parts of the Heaven's Ward and Stormblood relic. If that is that correct, or just the Heaven's Ward? Like, it helps you jumpstart your next ones for the next expansion. I think it might just be the Heaven's Ward relic, though. We found someone. We did. It's weird kid with Lady Azale's hair. I will make it right. I have the power. What are we doing right now? This is a strange job quest. No, it doesn't affect Stormblood? Okay, so it's just Heaven's Ward then. Which, if that's the case, that's fine. I have a ton of stuff for Heaven's Ward weapons. I've just been dumping in. I've got tons of oils and umbrites and seeds and ore and shells and bones and inks and... yeah. Got a bunch of stuff. These are all the things you can buy for Poetics. And speaking of which, I forgot to buy stuff, so I probably should go do that because I'm capped on these 2 currencies. I can just go buy a handful more umbrite for later. True. I didn't know how much was all Eureka or if there was a step that started you before. But yeah, that would make sense. Eureka has 4 zones that you tromp through. I haven't done any Eureka except like the starting quest line. Because see, I have it, yeah. Which one is it? Oh, I guess I did the quest I was on, and then, yeah, because this is just not any of them. It has to have it on high or to start it anyway. Hildebrand, Beast Tribe I haven't done yet. I just always keep this one in case I random Dunskaith. Yeah, so I must have done the quest from Kryl, and then I didn't pick up the next one. Just saying that if I go back, I'll just grab it later. Yeah, Eureka is definitely a entire system that I have not engaged with. I've been helping other people in trying to catch up with, like I just helped Destora do his first castrum, Lacus Latori, last night. And of course, I died to Dawan, because, you know, even if I've done it, it was my 10th run last night. I still freaking died to that stupid jump. It's like server tick rate, and sometimes like I'm totally safe, and I'm just like, nope, I'm not, and whatever. The way he stares at me is somewhat ... Do you wish to see your cousin again? I would love to see Ignacio. He walks in Halloween's halls. Oh, is Mist like... is this some 6th sense level stuff happening here? Think of him, think of his face, his smile, and or his laugh. Oh, of his laugh. Remember every moment you shared, every memory, and hold that image of him in your mind's eye, and then go to a quiet place you shared where no one will come, and wait for me there. How will you know where she goes? This is some 6th sense Death Seer stuff. Ben, shut up. You haven't done any Eureka stuff yet. Where's your Eureka armor, huh? Big boy.
Yeah, that's right. Nowhere, because you haven't done any of it yet, So I thought. Here, sit down and shut up.
I would like to do, I mean, we've been saying it before, but there's always so much stuff that we're doing in this game. I would like to grab like a 4-stack and start learning Eureka. That would be fun. I might do you. I gotta look at the through the Eureka weapons Because I might want to do it on like one of my tanks. I don't know if the like white mage stick or astro globe or anything to be too awesome. Ben didn't die, but did you fall asleep though? I mean, probably, Mia. Ben has literally fallen asleep during activities together with us as a group. I don't understand what this is all about, but you seem so earnest. I will trust in you and do as you ask. There's a garden in the south of the tribunal. So we are both fond. I will pray. You will explain all to me when this is finished. Yeah, this is going to be some like... Yep. I got the sneezes today. I will go with Sid and Riel and bring them with me. Then you all understand what I can do and why you must help. That's a promise. This kid can see dead people. Or manifest dead people. That's what's happening right now. Where are we going? Up to the foundation. Last vigil. Oh no, Mia. Ben hit us with the wow. Whatever shall we do? Okay. Bum bum bum. Is it over here? No, that's a... Is it up and around to go to this garden? Nope. Well, kinda. But it's... Oh, it's down and around that way under here. Whatever. My legs! Alright, Millie. This little kid's gonna project your dead cousin, I guess. No, it cannot be. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Ignace, is it really you? My dear cousin, how it warms my heart to see you in good health. I pray you will forgive me for my lengthy absence. I've been dead. Don't be foolish. There is only joy to see you around. Come, we must go to your mother and father and mother at once. Blah, blah, blah. I cannot. Better for them to mourn me as a son who gave his life in service to the Archbishop. The statue remains a shattered ruin. Does she not understand what she's seeing right now? This is a little morbid. He's not safe here? Well, that's... Well... We'll sneak him out of the city. The fewer the better. Meet us at Falcon's Nest. Wait, is he not like a mirage? He's like a walking corpse? Did this boy like reanimate? Did he shove an acid in that? What the heck? This is also one of the times where this game is kind of strange, where they don't have animations for like hugging or anything like that, because these family members, you know, they love each other and miss each other so much, but they just stand like 15 feet apart and like, I love you, cousin. Please look after my family for me. I've missed you so much, cousin. But they're, you know, across the room from each other. There's a lot of times where this game needs like NPCs to hug or handshake or something, but they don't have those interactions really. Going to Falcon's Nest, that's sure. There's a handful of times where that just, yeah. So there's a sub website like a sub branch of a website just for weapons? Oh yeah, this is the website I have to look at on a different browser because it's just full of ads. Yes, yes, yes. Pull it up on Brave. So it's kind of like the Eorzea collection, but it's only for the weapons in the game. Oh, it sorts like, oh, okay. Yep, I have all those. Oh, so they're in order of the earliest weapons, and then you scroll backwards through them. Very nice. Yeah, I'll have to give that a browsal later. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's also one of the things about this game is that since there's no true like wowhead kind of website, like no catch-all for Final Fantasy. There's a lot of websites that essentially do one thing. Look at my beautiful purple sun. He's so handsome. And purple. For fear of being seen by the sentries, I bade the others go on ahead. You should hurry. The further they take Ignace from Millie, the weaker he will become. I pray we are not too late. So it's not like a ghost projection. Who's that? What's out there doing out here? Yeah, well, that's what's weird about it, is that there is at least those as emotes in the game. What the heck? Gods damn it, I should have known. So he was like, he reached into the abyss. The depths of the abyss, a flame lingers. This is some Dark Souls stuff. My son, you're sending on the quest NPC. I should have known the magic would not sustain itself much longer. That what you see before you is Ignace, what remains of him. I can give memories form, I can breathe them full of life and return them to their loved ones, but as the memory fades, so too does the magic. Okay, fair enough. Try your sword, reclaim which is lost. Consume the abyss with Soul Eater. Oh, this is kind of a bit of a blood gauge-esque quest. Because I did just unlock it. Oh, I just used the ability on the... Okay. Yep. Riel is just staring so hard right now. Conjuring a simulacrum of a bloody night of the heavens ward in the middle of Ishgard. Fury, take me, you are a fool. Your soul crystal is restored then. Ah, okay. A simulacrum. It is not restored. It is still cut in half. We got an agreement, boy. Boy. Let my tower do this 4 more times. 4 more times, and you shall be made whole. You have my word. What? You impose upon him to find your people in need. Oh, this is the next quest line, I suppose. This is where this goes. Speaking of boy, that dad of boy PC launch announcement today, just like chef's kiss. Granted, I could have already played God of War on my PS4, but now I'll be able to play it on PC. Still with a controller probably, but that was a cool announcement today for sure. Yeah, I'll be a little stern with him. Yeah, give him the shake head and then nothing else. Yeah, go back to work. Meh of War. Literally like on the same level as Witcher 3, that game. So good. And I've watched a playthrough of it, but I never played it myself, as per the previous conversation. Yeah, also, yep, Darkest Dungeon next week for sure. Yeah, the Steam page should be up. Yep. Yep. Definitely is. I'm not going to get enough credit for that one. Unless no one's there. 93%, but it's not going up. This is... Oh, there's someone here. A blue mage who now looks AFK. I'll take a... If I can get enough participation credit, I'll get a free thingy. Speaking of blue mages... Yeah, only silver. Only silver. No, my son, come back. Leave combat so we can fly away. Yep. Yeah, God of War Steam page. Very cool. I wonder how the sales for that will compare to the original release. There's Dalthair out here doing fates as his white mage. I see you, Dalthair. Dalthair actually finished 5.3 last night. And got the sufficient feels train. I'm just doing random fate because it was right next to where I was, and this is just for a forgotten memory of the something or other, a tortured memory rather. Yeah. I'm almost done collecting yellow ones. I want to go to like 100 of each of these. Dalthair smells like a box of raisins. Got him. Destroyed in seconds. You're gonna remind Sid to not be grim, not be so grim and dark. His job is Dark Knight, who stares into the abyss in search for power over death. One more run of Praetorium. How many have you done? I mean, I guess you're doing just enough to get the jacket. So is that 10 runs? Blech. Sid is edgelord to the extreme. I mean, kinda. Look at this. Look at this boy. He's got guy liner on his ear horns. Just we need another child to look after. Am I a dark knight or a nursemaid? I don't even know anymore. I feel like a dad arc coming for Sid. He's gonna learn to love and appreciate these kids and help them out and be like the cool uncle with a giant sword and guy liner. He's your uncle that went to one too many Kiss concerts when they were younger, and won't let it go. You've done the Praetorium 17 times. What are you watching? I mean, I guess you can have my stream up right now, but are you watching through like some Disney Plus or some Netflix or something? Watch the new season of Rick and Morty? Good Lord. Because we went over yesterday. The Praetorium is roughly 41 minutes, give or take a couple of minutes either side. I think my fastest Praetorium is maybe 40 minutes. It's almost to the minute. But if it's 40 minutes long, you only control your character for like 11 minutes. So you've got to be doing something else. Watch a Paper Mario Let's Play? All right. Okay. Yeah. It is so very clearly the... You're almost like botting the game because you're moving your character when you need to hit the next cutscene or to at least get in combat with the boss that dies in under a minute. But you are just kind of AFKing for rewards in a way. Yeah, level 70 dungeon. Yeah, level 70 stuff so you could get tomestones and raw emotions. Yeah. That's a good way to do it. That's probably something I would do. I wouldn't want to run just one thing that gave me the tomestones for the Moogles where I could double up on something else, yeah. Perhaps we Dark Knights must change with them. Long-held truths are become lies and villains heroes, though I should be glad if I never have to deal with another hero again. Sorry, Sid, you're looking at one. My bad, my dude. No offense, of course. You are the exception that proves the rule. I'm too accommodating. But it is your Aether and Soul Crystal at stake. 4 times he swears we shall hold him to it together. So there are 4 more job quests. Yeah, okay, sure. Hermit, that's a lot. Are you doing them like full on one at a time? Or are you collecting multiple steps at once kind of a thing? Level 63. Okie dokie. Let's let's go do some maintenance stuff real quick here. Let's go gold saucer. You got Castrum. You had to have gotten Castrum a few times. For sure. Yeah, multiple steps at once. After you do your first weapon, and even then, I think the best way to do it, where's the walkthrough for it? Is there one hairstyle or two? But yeah, so once you get, what's the suggestion they put here? Yeah, so once you get your first weapon to the raw emotion step, which is the last one, since raw emotion is Dalariata for 3, Delubrum for 2, level 70 dungeons for 1, or Heaven on High. So with that in mind, what you try to do is get your first weapon to the last step, which needs a bunch of Delubrum clears. And then you get your second weapon to the step prior, which is the, Time-Worn Artifact step, which you need 15 of as well, which I should have pushed a weapon to that step because I'm not really running any Delubrums right now. I've won like 1 for the weekly. So, but I should check which weapon is the furthest ahead and bump that one forward and bump the other 2 forward. So that when I do Delubrums, I'll get Raw Emotions for the last step and Time-Worn Artifacts, also from Delubrum Regine, for the second to last step. And then technically I'm running Delubrums for that, so if I have a weapon on the earliest step, I'll probably be doing Fates, the other thing. But I have, this is why I'm trying to have enough to turn in just 5 of this step, because I'm not going to make that many weapons. I mean, I'm going to make, probably going to make the Astro Globe, finish my warrior weapon, do Gunbreaker, and then definitely Samurai, and then I might just hold 1 more. Yeah, I only have enough for, this is 2 turn-ins, this is only 2 turn-ins, almost 3. So there's no way to do all of them before Endwalker. It's way too much. Yeah, well, I mean, the same kind of cadence will happen in some regard. So for the first maybe month or 6 weeks or so, roughly, those activities like Eureka and things and see, it's weird. I don't know how dead the Zadnor, Southern Front, Delubrum, those 3 raids and those 2 zones cycle will be, because there will be a lot of people leveling in those zones if they choose to, because you could level 10 levels, or I guess 9. You can level 9 levels of both Sage and Reaper in those zones while working on relic weapon steps still. So you can move your new character forward while you're still getting your, cosmetic glowy weapons for other classes. Because obviously Sage and Reaper won't have a relic weapon from that content. They'll only have the newest one. And the new relic weapon stuff for Endwalker doesn't start until like the 0.1 patch, so 6.1. And that's not going to be for months after launch, like not until spring next year. And actually, I think that's not even true. Shadowbringer's timeline was a little bit weird. We were digging into the timeline the other day in Discord. But I think the relic weapon stuff or resistance weapon stuff didn't even start until like 9.3. I want to say 9.3, 5.3. Which was almost like a year after launch. So there'll be no new Endwalker endgame zone grind at first for some time. So once people get like the MSQ sorted and get the first part of the raid stuff or whatever, right, and do the role quest stuff, like there will be a time where people will just roll back to Shadowbringer stuff and Eureka stuff. But it'll probably die off for some time. But again, you might get a bunch of Castrum or Dalriata queues with, you know, 8 sages and 20 reapers. I don't know. That might be the way. There's going to be some very memey pictures that come up out of the next couple of months where that'll probably happen. You know, like look at my Delubrum clear, and it's like a dozen reapers with a dozen sages behind them. And then a dozen paladins in front of them for people leveling their paladins for all those sweet sword on sword action. So yeah, it'll happen for a time. I think once the new relic weapon whatever end game zone starts, in if it's 0.2 or 0.3 of Endwalker, that's when Eureka and Zadnor and stuff will definitely fall off, because people will obviously want to migrate to that new area for sure. But then again, you'll also only have like the first part, which may not take a lot of time for like hardcore players to get like that first weapon step. So who knows? I mean, it'll be a new system. It'll probably be similar to the current one, because I mean, based on Yoshi P's recent interviews, Eureka was kind of like a test, and it was probably too much because the Southern Front Zadnor stuff is Eureka, but pulled back some for sure. It is not as intense. Yeah, the Dalriata raid, you can't get XP in, but you'll just do the zones. Yeah, the zones, and then you still get XP from doing Castrum and Dalriata also isn't max level either. So the zones and those two, but yeah, you won't do Delubrum Regine because that's a separate level 80 queued alliance raid basically. Or the other two are those weird not alliance raids. Yeah, if I said so, I may have misspoke, but yeah. Yeah. What's up, Thomas? All right. My plugin gives me options to help me with the scratchers, but it doesn't always do anything. Hello? Well, okay, 10k off the rip. It wants to check for a 3 or a 1. Okay. Okay. Mini Cacpot. Okay, 80. I was about to say, if I was about to scratch off 3 jackpots, would be a little sus. Also, the 3-2-1 was almost identical in both of the first 2 cards. It was just flipped. I mean, it's totally random, but what the hell was that? I also got Dream Small 3. A win a cumulative total of a 500,000 MGP. Well then, wait a minute. Only from the mini Cacpot. So that's 500,000 of what I've earned. I spent 200k and some more on the event last week, the Noctis stuff. So I've earned in 4.5 or so months, like what, maybe 1.6 to 1.7 million MGP already. And I didn't really I wasn't at the level to even understand when the MGP event was going on earlier this year, like in the summertime, that's when people would just sit in the gold saucer and just make a bank. I didn't even do that. All right, well, those are done. Let's go check out my squadrons. I think I forgot to set my squadron mission out before I went to bed last night, so I'll have to start the 18-hour mission today. Get all the cosmetic stuff from Delubrum for tank and Dragoon. Yeah. The concern was that it didn't level you. It might not be busy enough. Oh, well, yeah, sorry. I kind of talked around that point. Is that like Zadnor and the Bosnian Southern Front, where am I going? May have people in them, so you could run Castrums and Dalariadas. But that's a good call that people might not be queuing for Delubrum Regine as well. At least not for the first month to a month and a half, potentially. Yeah, you don't have to, whatever, like, see right here, I have Irresistible, Change of Arms, and for Want of a Memory. Once you have the quest in your log for any of the resistance steps, I don't know if the previous weapons do this. I know the ARR ones do not, because you have to do all 10 of these freaking books per weapon. Granted, there are less jobs to do weapons for in ARR, but for the current resistance weapon stuff, you don't have to be on that job. Once the quest is in your log, you can do any of the activities that reward you the currency on any job. Just need the quest active, yeah. Yeah. Because I'm doing dungeons level 60 dungeons on my roulettes here, level 70 dungeons randomly on my other characters. I've been doing a bunch of Southern Front last couple of nights with Destora and Teddy on my Gunbreaker, and I'm still earning anything. You know, any of these that can drop from those activities, you still earn them. Yeah. You have been doing Praetorium all day. Yes, it's true and unfortunate, but also, you know, I respect the hustle. You want to get that cool Ifrit jacket that has a graphic on it from 1998. Yeah, you be on the job when you turn in that step. Yeah, because it queues up a cutscene and stuff, so. All right, let's see if I can figure out this. I want more of these battle manuals. I did just reposition some of my stats, hopefully. So let's see. It's big strength. I can still only get 2 of these to light up. Still 100 strength under. Do I have to run like 3 tanks on this mission? I mean, I'd have to roll it with the 66-ish% chance to win. It's as best as I can do. I can't get any higher red, really, while also hitting something else. If I go... Yeah, it's still only going to land on 2. I might as well try with my punchy Lalafell here. Rogadin and Makote. I don't actually have any Makotes. That's the best we can do, I think. When you meet the current attributes for a squadron, it's roughly 33% per category. So right now it would be like a 67% chance at victory. If you have all 3, it's 100% chance, but it cuts it into thirds. So you can still beat missions at 2 blue numbers, but it's going to be harder. But this is the best I can do. Yeah, that's the best we got. They got like, I've started to realize that I've locked in a few chemistries that are like whatever. You basically, to my understanding now, you want the chemistries that give additional, like tactical, give the additional stats. You don't want ones that, like a mental ability, like this one, gives you 10% chance to receive Disciple of the Land materia, like poop, total poop. Tank specific materia, also total poop. So the scripts one, maybe okay, but you want ones that give ability stacks. So need some of my folks to, you know, randomly roll a different chemistry. Yeah, and all the older stuff, like all the ARR stuff, to gain any of the things you have to have on the weapon. So when I go back and, you know, undersize these dungeons, I have to wear... I think you have to put the weapon on and then leave, and then you're fine. I haven't actually tested that yet, but I could go run, you know... I mean, or Herbert might know in chat. You run the dungeon with all your current stuff, and before you leave the dungeon, you put on your Atma weapon, and then leave the duty, and that would give you the clear. I don't know if when it scans for, because that's a very Destiny-esque thing to do, is like putting on a different, you know, weapon to get quest credit before you leave an activity or something. Let's see. Armor wants a blue spirit plate belt of fending. Alchemist wants some commanding craftsman's tea. Let's you can do those later. There's so much XP when you do these daily turn-ins. They only want one. And a lot of the times, like this one is sold at a vendor, probably in the Crystarium or anywhere in the newest zone. So you turn 45,000 gil, which is whatever, into 9 million experience for your crafter job. Pretty worth it. Wait, are there no special turn-ins today? One for, was that leather worker, and leather worker's already max level. So that's done. Did my scratchers, that's done. I did my numbers already, right? I still have some more custom deliveries we can do, but I think it's time to jump into some roulettes. Get some gameplay going here. Anyone wanna run a few roulettes? As long as you have the weapon on as you exit your set, but I usually keep it on the whole time after running a dungeon a few times and forgetting to switch when when I exited. That's fair. That's what I figured. It's when you leave the duty, you have your weapon equipped, and then you're good to go. I didn't know if you had to get like a boss, if there was like a hidden thing behind the scene where you had to kill each boss in the dungeon with the weapon equipped, but the fact that you can undersize them is very helpful, because these stupid books already have a big RNG component with these random spawn rare fates. Because some of these fates that you get in these zones are maybe like once a day spawn rates. And you might be asleep when they spawn, and then you have to wait for the next day. And then you might also miss it. So these fates are ridiculous. It's a really a boring step. So as long as you can... Enemies are easy. Just run around and kill them. Dungeons that you can undersize, fine. Fates are super RNG. Leave quests are kind of RNG, because you might have to go do some to repopulate the pool to pop the one you need. But you gotta do freaking so many of these books per weapon. It's bonkers. Alright, next thing on the list was to go spend some currencies. Oh no! Yeah, definitely don't forget to equip your weapon. That's why it might be a good thing to just put the weapon on and then do the thing. Because if you undersize a level 50 dungeon as a level 80, the weapon damage is noticeable, but you'll still blast everything. Yeah, how many books have I done so far? Oh, I have a book, so I can't look at what I've finished. Okay. Oh, so ARR is just the final boss with the weapon? Okay. Now, does it actually say that in the book? It might actually just say that. No. Oh, I guess it does say defeat, you know, Giraffius. Ugh, 1,000 Maws solo. Ugh, what a terrible dungeon. Yeah, defeat. So yeah, okay. If it has the defeat text there, I would imagine you need to have the weapon on when you get kill credit, not just when you leave the dungeon itself. Dalthier after the trials roulette. Sure. And let's just grab some Umbrite just to spend some stuff. Because I'm gonna make a bunch of poetics back today anyway. Like 13 of them. I already have 2 stacks of each of these that I don't need. I have some. I could buy 4 more scale powder for my next yeah. So I have, because the 4 scale powder gets you the 485 weapon. So I have 4 here right now for, I guess, Dark Knight. And then I can grab 4 more just to have it banked for, I don't know. If I do Blue Mage next, I think I want to level Ninja. It's either Ninja or Black Mage next. Probably Ninja, though, for my next character. But then I also still have Paladin to do to get the other tank done. So we'll see. But that spends my poetics. Now for... Now to spend some allegory. IQ. Yeah. Well, yeah, this the Thavnarian scale, or Thavnarian scale powder. Fine powder blended in the Near Eastern island nation of Razatan, designed to promote ethereal conductivity. Ew, it's Thadrin. Ew. Ew, it's Thadrin. Ew. Cover him in salt. That's his natural habitat. Just cover him in salt. Yeah, it'll be good to go. Let's put this materia away. Look at all the materia. I was ragging on Duin last night for not having his materia socketed in his like 520 or 530 gear. He doesn't need to yet, but he needs to soon, because we will be at a point where the materia will help and matter. Technically already can, but we also are getting... We did a bunch of the Savage... started doing the Savage... Extreme Trials for Shadowbringers last night. We did an hour of Titania. Defeated her 5 times. And then did an hour of the Immaculate whatever, Innocence. Did it at 4 or 5 times as well. And then started working on Hades. Got to phase 3. That fight has got some hair on its chest. My goodness. So we're going to do Hades tonight and hopefully get that down a couple of times and start getting better at doing the Shadowbringers trials to start farming the mounts. We did get 2 of the mounts last night, though. I didn't win either of them. But I was doing some crap for materia. And I know I've kept like all of mine, but like literally look how much materia I have. I have 165 additional 7s and 150 additional 8s on top of all of these. So yeah, materia is just like nothing. Also not even that expensive on the market board. But let me put my Umbrite in my saddlebag. Blip. And yeah. Just waiting for Dalthier, I guess. Hades has definitely been, and we're not doing any min eye level crap. Oh god, it's bad. No, yeah, gross. He's got his his male Jaina Proudmoore look going on. But it only completes Jaina Proudmoore if... Oh, you get the ice book on. I guess that works. And your Louis socks. Yeah, Hades is something, man. It was definitely something. Minstrel's ballads are no joke. It was pretty wild. Phase 1 wasn't that bad. Phase 2, we had to learn the third Asian... Third? Fourth? I can't... It's so much happens in that fight. We had to figure out the whole... all the debuffs and the DPS technically dying and looking away from everybody and positioning properly and healing off the doom, but we can't stay stacked enough for Cure 3. So Bob and I just have to pomp. That was nuts. And then we've gotten to the first major overlap in Phase 3, where you have the soaks, the line nukes, the very small safe zones. Yeah, that fight gets wild quick. So we'll beat it tonight, but it's definitely a step up, considering what we did in kind of the Immaculate and the Dancing Plague. We did them 5 times each. See, where are all my tokens over here? Yeah, all the Asian Prime debuffs. That was pretty nuts. Well, yeah, a lot of my materia you saw there is because of hunt trains. You get so many. You get so much materia during hunt trains. Yeah, these are all my totems so far. So we only did 4 of each, I guess, last night. We did 4 of each. Oh, we did 5. Interesting. Huh, why not? Yeah, these are all my raid material pieces in this retainer. All like the raid crafties and catalysts and mount totems and stuff. And then all the Omega pieces and all the Savage books and all the Eden tokens and things. Hi, kitty. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's shared fates. Shared fate system is neat, but to really knock out the shared fate system in the 6 Shadowbringer zones, it's really pretty boring to do by yourself. And you ideally want to go, if you have characters that can get the XP from it at least, because you're going to, sync to them anyway. You want like a 4 or an 8 man. Ideally, you want a bunch of friends, or you can probably find some party finder people that are doing them, that are just slamming fates in each of these zones. Because I live in Ilmeg. It's my favorite zone in Shadowbringers for sure. I updated my channel art. If you were here at the beginning, that's Ilmeg behind the splash screen. So, but yeah, it's definitely my highest progressed zone. But to do fates solo is pretty boring. But if you had like a 4 stack or like a full party and just crush fates in these zones, you could definitely progress the shared fate system. It takes a lot to get to 60 in every zone. Well, not every zone. It's each rank, and then it goes up and up and up. It's actually way more than that, I think. Yeah, we were mostly blind going into the first 2 last night. We had to start looking up stuff on Hades when we got to the Asian phase, because like a lot of our approach to stuff is like we're not doing echo stuff. Like we were dying a lot on Hades and we had the echo on, but we turned it off once we got through what we needed to get through. So we're not doing any echo scaling. We are not doing min eye level though, because we don't only have so much time to get through content before we get into Endwalker. So we want to get stuff done. And if we want to go back and do min eye level stuff or like Coil Savage or whatever, we'll do that later, right? we'll do that later. We only have so many hours a week we raid right now anyway. Is Dalthair done with his trial? It's been literally 10 minutes. Unless he's still in queue for it. I was gonna bang out a couple. He's still in there? Dalthair, what is going on? He's just doing Thok hard mode. He said after this roulette 11 minutes ago. Yeah, he's doing Ravana, but like, are they must have wiped. We could do Alliance raid, Ben. I was just gonna start doing some roulettes on my Dark Knight. Just to get some XP. I don't know if you're in stream anymore. But if we do if we queue those on Dark Knight, we won't get Rabanaster or whatever. We'll get Crystal Tower, most likely. Already gotten my... Oh, what does that mean, Var? I don't know what a puff is. What? Oh, yeah. We were here to spend Allegory as well. Because I've got freaking 2,000. I gotta spend some Revelation here soon. I gotta buy another piece of tank gear. Oh, wrong one. So let's see. Do I want any of the... like the actual... That's a pretty cool freaking shield. I don't know if I want the Praetorium set or anything. Let's find out. That's a belt. Looks chunky. I need to figure out if there's a way to have a plugin that allows you to do try on in dressing room, the fitting room, easily, or like a control button click. Because right click, scroll, click over and over and over again does get a little bit tedious. That's kind of a cool set. Just armored, sort of like, I guess, scale mail, or I guess it's chain mail. Chain mail with heavy leather over top of it for the tanking set. What's the melee set look like? What is that hat? What the heck? Big robe energy. Big heavy coats. Oh, the Dragon Quest collab. I have not done that yet, no. I haven't done that yet, no. Does the Moogle lore tombstone thing obviously has a grind component to it? Does the is the crossover event, is the Dragon Quest crossover event more like, you know, the Noctis thing that we just did? You know, like a pretty quick. Interesting how the caster set and the melee set are the same. Just different colors? I don't know about that. Do not know about that. Oh, and then the actual caster set changes completely. That face mask is kind of shredder. That's a big floaty shoulder pad. Good lord. Oh, it's like 5 minutes long. You just do 2 fates? Oh, good lord. You do 2 fates that spawn in the same location. Oh gosh, okay. That's a very tiny event. Like the Noctis one had like a whole quest line and stuff, and it came down to just doing a fate a few times, but like it actually had a bunch of dialogue and stuff. It was kind of neat. Well, I'm not seeing much to buy, so let's double check. We just popped the queue. Let me double check on Universalis. Let's see what some of these crafting materials are going for. I'm not really selling any of them though. I just kind of see which ones are the valuable ones to gauge. Or just get some workbench refining sand, I guess. That's usually the higher one. Damn it. Sweet. All right, what alliance raid are we getting? Oh my gosh, everyone's here. 5 people are here. And Circus Tower. Let's go. Super easy alliance raid. In before World of Darkness. Oh, I called it. Yep. Yep. The spirit extract is in the raid potions. Oh, okay, that's okay. Let me check actually. Yeah, it's like 1,000 per. 1,000 gil per. What do we have? We do have a Peloton in the group. Patrons healing. Dalthier's healing. Oh, I'm dead. I don't have myself healing at this level on Dark Knight. I'm gonna die in the Circus Tower. Pre-rip. Drink my orange juice. Yeah, I finished the whole story, Var. Yep. I finished it all some time ago now. Yes. We are in Alliance A. Get in here. Yes. I'll move it back into the Peloton. There we go. Not Peloton. What's the thing called again? Getting my names of abilities mixed up. Doton. What the hell? Where did my combo go? That was weird. Could have sworn I was on the last step, but I messed it up. Whatever. How did one shinobi get past 3 tanks? Whatever. Well, the end of Shadowbringers isn't where the Fields trains are. Well, end of main game, and then point 2 and point 3. But like point 4, point 5 patch stuff wasn't. I mean, it was good. It's a good story, but that's basically Endwalker. But yeah, the story is very good. Dalthier just got through patch 5.3 last night. And yeah. I'm gonna leave her off center just to bother people. Just a little bit. have no buttons. Low level Dork Knight. 1, 2, 3. Hit your buff to spend mana. That's all you can do. What, toxic that I have it off center? Yeah. Just a little bit off center. Yep. Just enough. Now the question is, are DPS going to choose to... Oh, we did kill one of the staff. I think Bob shot that, though. So he wouldn't have to move from the telegraph. Bob's got an ice crystal. He hits him with his fire. No, ice crystal is bring it around and wait for the... Fire breaks the ice. Ice crystals just kite them away so they don't freeze anybody. I mean, this boss doesn't do anything. The, Ah! Oh! Poor black mage. What is happening? Oh, it's a white mage, sorry. I saw a stick. The scaling of alliance raids in this game is I think we talked about it on Monday. The Crystal Tower alliance raids, this is the ARR alliance raids. Quite simple, but also you don't have many tools because the game expansion after expansion gets more difficult. Like the volume meter of challenge slowly goes up across the board expansion after expansion. Like the Minstrel's Ballad Hades, which we're doing last night, was easily some of the hardest stuff we've done so far. Hades Minstrel Ballad, compared to anything we've done in Heaven's Ward or Stormblood so far. That's for damn sure. Granted, we also, we've already done Binding Coil, which is definitely spicy enough. But just comparing like Extreme Trial growth to it as well. Nah. Hello. Server tick, please. Look how far away. I got knocked out so late. You got stuck on Savage Shiva? Well, that's... So you're saying Savage Shiva, though, that's part of Eden, then, right? That's one of the Eden raid versions. So, like, not ARR Shiva, yeah. Because it'd be Savage. You remember the nomenclature. Extremes and Minstrel's Ballads are trials. Also, hard is trials. And then raids are just normal or savage. And then there are the ultimates, which there's only 3 of currently. And Yoshi P said there's at least 2, if not potentially 3 ultimates in Endwalker. They're potentially going to double their ultimates in one expansion, which seems insane. And it's most likely the Dragonsong War, like Nidhogg, Hraesvalgar one first. Yeah, EAS, yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah, we haven't gotten any of the Edens yet. We're doing trial stuff first. So we'll take down, we'll do Hades tonight. Raid starts in 2 hours. So we'll do Hades tonight, and then and move on to the weapons. I think we can just do Ruby to start off with. Smallest telegraph of all time. Also, I was doing some sound balancing earlier. I think I need to I gotta type it because I can't make it go to 30. Oh. Is it not SFX? Is it SF vol maybe? Damn it. What's the command for sound effects? I mean, 32 sounds fine as well. I noticed that my game volume were a little low. And they're pretty high for me because of my headset, but I was going to turn everything up a little bit just to get it a little more present. Yeah, E4 is Titan for sure. Yeah, hopefully we can get through the Extreme and Minstrel Ballad trials for Shadowbringer this week. And then maybe start Eden next week. Start getting through the... see how many Eden Savages we can get down before Endwalker comes out. Oh, it's just full-on sound effects. Because background music is just BGM, like we found out yesterday. So instead of typing background music, you type BGM. But for sound effects, you actually type literally sound effects. Okay. Maybe you should go through at least even a normal. Oh, I have all the normals done. The only base normal story content I haven't done are the four Hildebrand trials. There are 3 Hildebrand trials from ARR and 1 from... Is it 1 from Heavensward? I had it in my checklist. Whatever it is. That's only content I haven't done in the game yet. What's up, Amon? But that's the only one I haven't done yet, is the Hildebrand stuff, because I haven't done the story enough. It's a lot of Hildebrand story, and I've been working on other things in the game. I mean, that's the thing, Var. You don't have to care about them. But they are sort of like the pinnacle activity, and the group that we play with, the community that kill the blobs. It's definitely the end game aspiration to get to. Watch out for the cum-cums. YouTube, don't demonetize this video. That's what they're called. It's literally the mob's name. Because translation, I don't know. What would that even be in Japanese? What are the name of these mobs in Japanese? Pinnacle activity is glamour. Oh yeah, so the Hildy trial has to be Stormblood then, right? That's fine. I could pull up my checklist again real quick. Well, you don't need a static to do the normal raids. Like, the normal raids are story. I mean, some of them are a bit challenging for sure. But you don't need a... You don't need a raid group for those. Because they're definitely harder than the story-based MSQ trials, but... Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shadowbringer's at least one, yeah. No plunge. I mean, that's fine, Var. What do you want to do? This game has enough activities to engage with only what you want. I obviously want to do all the end game stuff in this game. That is just one of the parts of the checklist. Story first, raid stuff second. maybe, you know, Glamour's third and then Mount's fourth, because I don't care about mounts really, except like the Ozma mount, the giant rocket dragon, Ozma, giant rocket dragon, fat cat, that's from the store though. Rathalos, which we already have. Oops, I hit 2 cooldowns there. Oh, I only hit 1, never mind. So I have one of the 4 that I care about. The bed is kind of funny. If I ever get the materials for the floating bed, eventually I guess I can make it. Just you gotta run a bunch of maps. It's a lot of materials come from doing the treasure maps. Which I wonder now with the Moogle event going on. I wonder if the material cost for those might come down a bunch, though. Because if you can get those maps from the treasure hunt that always give a portal. So, Ben, get farming your tomestones. So you can actually get portals from your maps. Yuck. They cost 30 tomestones each of the tomestones of lore. No, my blood weapon, I wasted it, kinda. Ow. Friends, get on the... Yeah, no one's gonna die. Why did it have to be a Dragoon? The only person that died. Why though? The meme exists for a reason, but damn. Only the Dragoon. All you have to do is stand on the floaty thing so you don't get hit by the Quake Aga. And the Dragoon died. As of course he did. Good lord. Working on the tank mount right now. I think Thadrian has like 2 of those crazy achievement mounts. Oh, I put up long arm accidentally. That's a misclick. Yeah, so you... Oh, I should have soaked that. You soak and then get up and then get off because they explode. That's the mechanic. Whoa, what the heck? What the heck? Bob! Ben!
How do I reach these kids?
Why did the both of you... Not that it matters, but it's so stupid. What is that? A throne gem? I've never seen that before. I'm gonna hit need, because I think it's a rare, obviously. And I'll need on these, because I'll eventually make them one day. A 72. And the Zonde card, which I already have. Is it throne gem? Must be. What's it for? Let's look it up. I'm not gonna win it. Throne gem. A brilliant bauble. Pride from the Emperor Zonde's colossal seat of rule. It literally only makes the Emperor's throne. Oh, it's a furnishing. It's a house furnishing. You make a small version of the crystal throne. Take some Debbie materia and some whetstones and some Rozet sand. And then a throne gem. Yeah, it's literally just a very small version of that. this whole throne, you make a version for your house. Cool. That means they could be sold on the auction house then, right? How much do they even sell for? Oh, it's not small? Oh, is it the same size? How would that fit in your house? I mean, can't you resize furnishings to some degree, though, in the... I don't have a house in this game, so I can't test it. Like, don't you get to, like, you know, pull and spline things? To fit them in different... How do I like the Nier raids? I think Nier 1 and Nier 3 are quite good. Nier 2 is, meh. Nier 2, I think, is the weakest. Oh, you can't resize furnishings. Oh, huh. I thought that was some... I thought I watched Sonya doing a bunch of house stuff on her stream before where she was... Maybe it's certain pieces or like certain structural parts you just kind of fit together in ways to cheese how stuff works. Phaedron has left the group. Get on a 60. We do a normal raid. Yep, I am on a 62. It's not Zonde big, but still big. I guess I could go look. Well, if you preview it in the game, it won't be... It'll be just the window, right? Can you even preview? I haven't looked at anything in regards of, like, housing stuff in this game. Because we don't have a house. I have an apartment. Look away, children. We're in Limsula Mensa. Oh, partial. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I could have looked up what throne gems even sell for. Oh, yeah, 20k. The Emperor's Throne. It actually says 1 per estate only. You can only have 1 per plot. Okay, then. Do they sell? I mean, yeah. 1 3 days ago, 1 the day before that, 1 the day before that. They seem to not sell for above 100k very often. Huh. Interesting. Rotate them, overlap things. You can preview in the apartment. Oh, okay. In your apartment, you can preview. Gotcha. Crafting material retainer. And other stuff that I was just cleaning out of my bags. Refining sand. Have I been buying? I have some spirit extracts right here. I'll go grab some more. Yeah, this is all just crafting materials and stuff. A bunch of this I can probably start putting back up on the market board. This is like rare pieces and... Well, this can get sold. Well, actually, no, wait. I thought Cubist flesh was... Oh, it's using like syrups and tinctures and things. Gotcha. And a bunch of crafting materials for like exarchic gear or whatever. But just holding on to those. What's going on over here? Yep. Indeed. Yeah, a lot of any of the... Who put in a random amount of gil that wasn't a million? What is... Who's... Is it Ben? I think poding stuff from his from the maps. But anything we've gotten that's like furnishing that can be plopped in here, I've just been plopping stuff in our company chest. Eventually, we might use some of it, and if we don't, we'll... I don't know. I have the freaking name day cake. Hold on. It's very sunny. in Limsa right now. Ah, much better. Well, I guess we're queuing for a normal raid in a moment here. Need 3 more or 2 more umbrellas so we can make the meteor. You put 3 umbrellas together from this event, you get oh, can I not use frick? It's like click off your umbrella. You can make this meteor with the 3. Looks a little different because it has 3 of the tails, but it's the game logo. All right, so I've knocked out some of the daily stuff. Let's see. What are my wondrous tales this week? Obviously some dungeons. Weeping City of Mach. Royal City of Rabanastor. Second Coil of Bahamut Turn 3. Delta Escape 2. Alpha Escape 3. This is a treasure map. So Ifrit, Mughal, Shiva, Sasano. Fair enough. I had a pretty good chance at a 3-line last week, but then of course you don't get it. So the angel wings for MGP. There are angel wings from the Mog station. I didn't know there were MGP based ones. I mean, I don't know if I'd wear that. Let me see. They're not at. This is just the 2 hairstyles. So who do you buy them from? All right, time for an Omega raid. Because we're only level 60-ish, and there aren't any from ARR. Oh, okay. Are they? They're probably from the fashion. The fashion vendor then upstairs. Hit him with the hoy. What do we get? Fist of the Father? Which one is this? I can never remember. No Peloton in group. Cringe. Oh, this is the Faust robot, and then the we just did this yesterday, did we not? Did we not get the oppressor yesterday? Oh, the prize counter. Okay. Why did I pull aggro? You were already attacking it. Oh, okay. I have aggro now. I guess I did hit unmend. The other Dark Knight did not hit unmend, which is the ranged attack that has increased enmity. Didn't mean to rip aggro from you. I just natural instinct to walk up to an enemy at range and hit your ranged attack. I'm not gonna burn any cooldowns on Faust. Blip. Save those cooldowns for the robot in the other room. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had the same one yesterday. Just super random. It would have been cool to actually get like Alexander. We have a cutscene. Wait for the Dragoon to get out of the cutscene. Or not. Did I pull aggro just by attacking? I'm just doing my rotation, my man. Didn't taunt or anything. Gotta turn off my tank stance, I guess. I feel bad when I pulled aggro off of them, but like I just hitting my buttons. I don't know. Like they had aggro first. If they were hitting their buttons in the same way, they would have kept aggro. You want to grab the other one? You can grab that one. I don't have my tank stance on. Why? How am I tanking? I guess version 0.5 has the same threat as the main one. Whatever. I just Final Fantasy 14 is literally, do you hit your buttons in the right order? The game. But I feel bad. I didn't mean to rip aggro off the other Dark Knight. I mean, Dark Knight opening burst is a handful, since you hit 4 OG CDs in the opening 1, 2, 3. Well, at least for me right now. I guess technically 5, because you would plunge, edge, cut and spit, or carve and spit, abyssal drain, and drop assaulted earth. Those are all off GCD while you're hitting the regular slash combo. You know what? Give that Dragoon. No. Give that Dragoon a commendation. That's right. I gave enough commendations for the week. Challenge log entry complete. Yeah. Big 500,000 XP for just giving someone a thumbs up. Oh, I heard tales that Faust was a crazy DPS check. Yeah. Well, apparently at the time, the scaling between the normal Alexander raids. Did I say Omega raid? I meant Alexander raid. The scaling back in the day was that the Alexander Savage stuff was ridiculous compared to the normal. Like, it was just way tuned. Yeah, Nico. That's sort of how the raid combos go. Yeah. True, Hermit. Yeah, true. I don't know what you're asking, Var. What? Yeah, back when it was released, it was insane. Couldn't for the life of us out DPS the Enraged. That's wild. I mean, because we've done a good chunk of... Oops. So we're on Brute Justice. Yeah. So we've done all of these Savage. So we're on Brute Justice. And then it's a Goblin boss. And then Cruise. And then the big boss that stands in the middle of the room. And then Alexander. So... Yep. Right? Is Hart the guy in the middle of the room? The kind of like... Is it Kilgaroth? Kingaroth, the WoW raid boss. I forgot which order these are in. Oh no, Hart is Cruz then. Silly, because there he is, or there it is. It's a robot. So the other one is before it. Yes, we know you're a Transformer Cruise Chaser. Yes, But also forward and back, and then go forward and back, and then put 1 foot forward, and then forward and back, And then forward and back. And then forward and back. Yeah. So that's... So Cruise Chaser is heart. So is... I just don't remember which the order of these last couple of bosses are. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here's the... Yeah, this is the guy I was talking about. This is the goblin. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, the angry gobbo on the treadmill track spike thing. Yeah. Okay. Burden is brute justice. So eyes? That makes no sense. Eyes of the creator is the weird trash monster. It makes sense if that's the last one. You start upstairs, right? Oh, okay. It's this first part, and then you go down. Yeah. Faust Z. He will one bang me. I'm on my Dark Knight. And you fall down to the pit, and then it's the... Okay. Cool. Well, let's undersize a few things, actually. Because I'll work on my book. Let's do... Which one I was going to queue for? Oh, Ifrit. The goblin from A10 shows up in the Hidden Gorge PvP map. Is that like just a Easter egg thing, or is he not die in the Alexander raid? Nico, I have multiple 80s. All 3 healers. 2 and a chunk of the next tank. Samurai and Dancer. And obviously Summoner because of Scholar and Summoner are the same class. Yep. And then I've got almost all the Disciples of the Hand crafters done. Just got Armor and Alchemist to do. And then Miner 60, Botanist 53. I gotta work on Botany. For sure. Oh, he just falls off the side. So, okay. Sure. And Var, life is alright. How is life for you? Sorry, Ifrit. Answering a question. Didn't get all the burst off, almost. Oh no! I probably should have done this on my Samurai so I could... Yeah. Tank burst isn't going to be enough. Maybe Warrior could have bursted him. Probably still goes immune. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, yeah, kill all these things. Continuation for the win. Stack all that Vuln. jump away. There's definitely a trope or a trend in a lot of the earlier trials. If you notice, it happens a little bit in Heaven's Ward too, where their raid mechanics, I guess the way that they're coded to load a boss at a different trigger or state, so many raid bosses jump off screen and then jump back down. Like Ifrit does it, Titan does it, Shiva does it, Garuda does it. Like they all jump and then come back down. So many bosses in the first two, in the original game and in the expansion, they all just jump up and come down. Just to signify a transitional stage in an encounter. But it is funny if you pay attention to it. It does happen often. Let's go do Thorn March. I'll go White Mage for Thorn March so I can just spam Holy. Your highest only is 63 Samurai. Get to MSQing then, Nico. MSQ it up. Hello, King Google God. What am I looking forward to with Endwalker? So I've watched part of the Asmongold Rich interview. I watched all of Zepla's. I watched the recap Mr. Happy did. I watched all of Larry's job, like recap video, all of them for every single job. I watched the last live letter, the one that was like 5+ hours long. I have watched the Jesse Cox and JP interview. So I've absorbed quite a lot of information about Endwalker so far. And I don't know. I don't know if I have anything I'm looking forward to more than anything else in the game. I've just been enjoying learning about Final Fantasy XIV and figuring this game out and writing notes down and just sort of eternalizing all these different systems and characters and how the game works and how it functions. And even on like Monday and yesterday's streams, I was doing things that I hadn't done yet. Like there were blue unlock quests that I hadn't done yet, that I was still, learning. No, it was too early. Damn it. So it's a lot. So I'm just looking forward to the story. The story has been pretty fantastic. Damn it. And just sort of see where this chapter of, granted, the Endwalker story will end the arc of the Zodiac, the Zodiac and Hydaelyn. The whole base first game will end with Endwalker, but it won't actually complete until like 6.3, right? Because the way they've done all their expansions is like you play ARR, and ARR is done by like ARR is a little different. Essentially, whatever the 0.3 patch mark is, and then the last two patches, because they always do 5 patches at the end cycle. At least from Heaven's Ward forward, the 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 finish the expansion you're in, and then 0.4, 0.5 start the next expansion. So for Shadowbringers, for example, you finish Shadowbringer's story in 0.0, but then 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 are actually the full ending. And then 0.4, 0.5 is Endwalker, essentially. It sets up the next expansion. So we're not going to actually have, and it'll be weird because other Final Fantasy players have obviously lived through this. I have not. So this will be a interesting experience to have, the MSQ the main MSQ of Endwalker, 100 whatever hours it's going to be, done in a matter of weeks after the game launches in a month, but then having to wait for the .1 for the extra chunk, the .2 for the next chunk, and the .3 for the final chunk, which takes roughly a year. It's going to have a very different emotional feel when you get, like, I wouldn't say strung along, but you have to wait for the rest of the story to actually come out. So, versus the sort of emotional, wrong one, the bit of emotional roller coaster you go through as a new player, because you can absorb, I'm trying not to be spoilery because I know people haven't done everything. So, absorbing the entire story now, if you start playing and going all the way through 5.5 Shadowbringers, is 10, 12 years of story that you can do in a matter of, you know, weeks to months, right? And it's been a wild ride. But now getting cliffhangered with the rest of the community for this game is definitely going to be a change of pace for sure. Oh, really? See, I did just open with that. I've watched and listened to all these different things. Where did they confirm that 6.0 is the end of the story and they're not doing the whole .1, .2, .3 thing? That's how Heavensward, Stormblood, and Shadowbringers have been. I must have totally missed that was a part of that 6.0 is the end. I totally didn't. Really? Well then. So then .1 forward is all going to be like the next chapter? The original Endwalker reveal. Oh, so I may have not seen that one specifically then, because that was a couple of months back now, when I was still in like the early stages of getting into this game. I started playing end of June, and I'm at what am I at playtime? Did I hit 50? I hit 50 days. Yeah, I just ticked over 50 days played since June-ish. But that's information that's new to me then. So still, every day learning about this game. So, wow, 6.0. And that makes more sense now that I think about it, because in the more recent interviews, I know when he talked to Jesse and JP, and then there was some text-based interviews as well that came out where... So say they compared Endwalker's core story to Shadowbringer's core story, and they said it's about 1.2 to 1.3 times as large. That to me translated to, well, okay, Shadowbringers takes like 70 hours. Endwalker might push it closer to 100 hours of MSQ then. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. 6.0 is supposed to close out the whole current. So you've read 1.5 times as large? Yeah. So I mean, that could be just translational stuff, but Endwalker is supposed to be its own entire single-player RPG on its own in MSQ length. Damn. I mean, clearly you can single it all the way through. I wonder if I might actually trust system all the dungeons, but then there's going to be trials in the MSQ, and you still queue for those. And I know it would be an interesting goal for, you know, our raid team in the community guild. We have free company, apologies, our community free company to like try to stay somewhat together in that bubble. We're not going to spoil anything for each other, but I know that we all have different amounts of playtime. So like I may have more, or Thadrian may have more time than like Destora and Bob, and Ben's gonna apparently know life 100 hours of game in 2 days because he's stupid and you physically can't do that, but he can't math well because he's British. He literally said it the other night. He said, I'm gonna do the entire MSQ in 48 hours. And Bob and I were just like,
The fuck did he just say?
so yeah. So we'll all be on different paces. So I wonder if I might just trust system the dungeons. Unless someone else lines up with a story beat. Mate, you watch easy. Ben, you're going to play for about 18 to 20 hours and then go to bed. I doubt you will make it past staying awake for a day. Because you have proven time and time again that you can barely stay awake for our schedule in the first place. If you go past 24 hours, I will mail you a box of American Jaffa Cakes. There you go. I picked the flavor, but I will mail you a box, which is kind of redundant because they came from overseas and I'll just mail it back. Who wants some beef stew? I'll take some beef stew, Gorek. Did you make it yourself? I mean, you can know life an MSQ in a week. Like Shadowbringers is like 77 hours, I think, on time to beat. It goes over 100 hours when you add in all 5 patches, and then it goes over that if you add in the trials and the raid and the near unlocks, right? That adds time. But if you're talking about the MSQ main story scenario quest stuff, yeah, that can be done in a week. The joke here is that if it's 100 hours of MSQ, Ben said he would do it in 48. Which, I guess if you literally spam click through all dialogue, get super chads in every dungeon, and skip every cutscene, which would ruin the game, then sure, maybe you can do 100 hours of MSQ in 48. You dingus. I don't know if I can solo Susano. Can I solo Susano? Probably not. Oh, let's try. But I can't. How do you hold the sword and DPS it? I don't think you can do it. I think you just die. I think you die. I don't know. Stormblood solos are a little bit spicier. What else we got? Second Coil of Bahamut, turn 3. Oh no, is that the elevator? Second Coil, turn 3. You can't solo him because of the sword? I thought you could probably duo it. Oh, this is the boss at the end. After the not maze. Skip all the dialogue. If you did the MSQ in Endwalker and you skipped all the dialogue and all the cutscenes, what the hell? Well, you can jump forward. Yes. Boy. And then it's right here, I think. Wee. And then straight down this way. I can't remember the path. No, this way. The community will eat your face off of your body if you skip the story. Well, I mean, if you can do whatever. You can do whatever you want, but degenerate gameplay has a different meaning in this game. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, I'm probably gonna attempt to stream as much of the MSQ as I can. Because I'm not gonna be, I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming it the moment it comes out. I also don't know. I mean, because other Final Fantasy XIV players are to stream the story. So I guess it's totally a thing. The problem is you kind of have to have people that are like ahead of you in the story or on your same pace so you're not spoiling the whole thing. Because this game is very spoilery. So this game is very spoilery. You can definitely ruin your experience of the game if you have big story points spoiled for you, for sure. I'm hitting glare. I'm hitting glare. Want to buy crits? Where the crits at? All right, almost 40k. That's only a direct hit then. And splurp. My direct hit crits are closer to 50k right now. Yeah, it'd be weird. I don't know. I haven't... Oh, good lord. I know there are certain things that I would definitely like to record. Like, you know... Because, like, reactions to big events are cool to share. Because then... You know, they can stay here on YouTube and... I don't know if I can solo... Deltascape 2. Maybe? Is this the blob? This is the weird gravity blob guy? Oops. Oh, let's try it. Imagine a pyromancer getting 5.0 ending spoiled. Oh, yeah, he would lose his goddamn mind. Oh, this is Chaos. No, this is the dragon. Chaos is also in a big castle thing. This is the dragon, though. Oh, I also queued for Savage, apparently. Oh, it is the blob. Never mind. Is this the one I needed? Pretty sure it's normal. I'm not gonna solo this on Savage. I'm doing this. We're gonna watch Alpha dance. And then we're gonna leave duty and queue for the right one. You didn't watch a single stream until you finished it? Yeah. Yeah, it's just Deltascape V2. I had the wrong selection. But we got to see Alpha dance in the air, and that's totally fine. So let's queue for the right one now. Let's see. I don't know what kind of like damage difference the whole 10 levels and gear make in here. I don't know. Let's see. 9 million health. So it's a little more than like a rare in the Southern Front. But I'm also 516 eye level versus 430. I don't know what this... Let's see. Because if the boss doesn't hurt me... Not really, no. Oops, wrong button. Damn it. Yeah, well, it would do a ton of damage. Yeah, this is doable. This will just take a while. Yeah. Is the maybe like a full like DPS would be able to do it okay? Yeah. But so probably possible to solo stuff. It's just would be rather slow. Does the soak mechanic really hurt? No, not really. Guys have so much more health than I would at 70. Meh, okay. Oh, you can't exit during combat. No, I'm locked in here with you. I don't know if I can't soak all the tentacles. Maybe I still get slapped. Now, what if I don't? So if I stop attacking the blob, he'll eventually kill me. Oh, they just AoE around themselves. They don't even do the whole room if you don't soak them at all. Huh. Yep, I got pulled down. And this guy doesn't do a whole lot, does he? Soak all of them. And stare at him. Petrifies you? Yes. 5 Vuln stacks. Woo! He doesn't even auto attack. Oh, he just casts that. That's the tank buster, I guess. Evil Sphere. Paranormal Wave. Anti-light. Yeah, those are the gravity things. You want to be up. Or down, I guess. But not in multiple, because you get frozen. I think down actually freezes you. Up doesn't. Yeah, so that would be doable. That would just take like a solid 10 minutes. Because how much HP he has. Well, if that's the case... I have a 50 dungeon, or a 71 plus dungeon, or a under 50 dungeon. But I only have 7 more minutes of the stream, and those will all take longer than that. So I guess I'll do this stuff later then. That is okay. I think you know what we'll do? Which one is the quickest one? Probably Amdapor Keep. I'm gonna go test the just kill the boss forehead. Amdapor Keep normal? Oh, not even hard mode. Do one of these ARR dungeons for my ARR stick. On November 19th, I'm actually going to be leveling Sage with a friend who is leveling Reaper. Then we can do the MSQ together. Yeah, that's going to definitely be some people, is they're going to drop back out of the rat pack, essentially, and level their Reaper and their Sage to 80. So then you can move on to Endwalker. Yeah. Like, I'm probably just gonna go right into the MSQ on my White Mage first. Either White Mage or one of my tanks. I don't know. We'll see. What I might also do, depending on... Because the MSQ is going to be very long, I wonder if you'll need the entire MSQ to get to 90. or if, you know, by the time you hit, you know, the 3/4 mark, you're already max level. So then having another character in somewhat level parity to put MSQ XP on might be beneficial. Not that it super matters, but it is helpful. Otherwise, you just yeet millions of free XP into the ether. Yeah, I thought it should be 2. So I'd probably take my white mage and then one of my tanks then. So I don't know how that'll be, because if they rebalance it to be 1 and you need to go the full like 100 hours, you'll only get one job from 80 to 90. And then you just gotta do, you know, dungeons and stuff to level anything else. So no. There are a bajillion ways to get XP in this game. Just depends on what you want to engage with after you do the main story. Yeah, I've never leveled in a new expansion before, so I don't know how that will I mean, give it a couple of days and people will know. Because again, even if the Endwalker main story is going to be at roughly 100 hours or somewhere in the ballpark of 100 hours, people will still have it done within the first reset. Absolutely will. But that's weird, Var. Were you ever doing, like, I had that problem because my white mage hit max level when I was in like Ilmeg or something. So like I still had 2 whole zones left in Shadowbringers. So like, or maybe I hit 80 in Kalusha. Maybe I did 4 zones, I was 80, and I had 2 zones left. Something along those lines. Some combination, because a couple of these zones are like you do half and half. Because I then leveled my samurai and then did the rest of the MSQ on my samurai. Yeah, the thing is, the roulettes just do a lot of XP. So yeah, I'm not sure because I'm not really a side. If I ever showed you guys the maps of my non like main story zones, there is a lot of side quests that I have just haven't done. I may not do them. I don't know. I'm eventually, possibly, but I could do a bunch of them on some of my old jobs. But from what I was looking at, so like 1 main story quest amount of experience takes roughly 4 to 5 side quests to equal the same. Now, there are also hundreds of side quests in these zones, so there are plenty of opportunities to get that, 4 or 5 quest conversion. But that's a lot comparatively. And also a lot of the side quests are way easier. They're not. A lot of them are just kind of your standard fare of go somewhere, talk to someone, go somewhere, pick up a thing, go somewhere, kill some things, go somewhere, loot some things. Pretty standard stuff. Stuck. And a size. Nailed it. So yeah, so this is the last boss, so I gotta switch my weapon then. Bloop. Put on my Atma stick. Oh yeah, I can see the little gear, the little well, the little meteor symbol pops up above their head. So okay. Yep, it is part of a kill quest for this weapon. Two more. Boink. Boink. Yeah, so if you're doing daily roulettes and stuff alongside of it, then that definitely gives you way more XP than you would need. So that's why you would where you would get the XP to be more than what the MSQ would give you, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. MSQ might only give, you know, 7 or 8 levels worth, but that's also basing it off of previous ones. If Endwalker is 1.5 times that, so you're doing a whole Shadowbringers and then like a half of Stormblood, that should be enough for 80. And that's why I'm wondering if it's more than enough for 1. So you'd want to MSQ on one character and then do like roulette stuff on a separate character to kind of keep their levels close. So then if your main character hits 90 in Endwalker and then you're on like level 87 or 88 main story quests, you can drop back to your other character and finish out the story and have 2 90s when you're done. That could very well be. Well, that gives me that little 50 dungeon, and that gives me that. Yep. Okay. So it's just the last boss with the Atma weapon does it. All right. Now let's see. Let's do some rolls here. I have a little plugin that just tells me the chances for you to get, you know, 1, 2, or 3 lines. It doesn't really do anything though. It just tells me if I literally have no chance to get a 3 line. But there's only one pattern you can get a 3 line in. I thought you have to have a straight on either the top or the side or the bottom and the side, and then you need the diagonal, and you need 2 of your stickers to finish the diagonal and finish the 2 lines. I don't really know if there's any other way to get a 3 line on your Wondrous Tales besides basically making an arrow pointing. This is a pretty high chance for a 2-liner right here, right here, right here, right here. But you cannot get a 3, so we'll roll a bit more. Yeah, that's not gonna do it either. Ba-bum, ba-bum. So close. Possibility for 2-liner. You can finish up here, or these 2 down here would also do it, or these 2 right here on this diagonal would do it. But if this whole thing was pushed up 1 row and these were pushed over, that would be a chance for a 3. 2 rows and a diagonal, or 2 lines in a diagonal. Well, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Kind of to do only MSQ on main job, roulettes on an alt until MSQ alone isn't enough at least, assuming that even happens. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. You don't have to. I mean, I had this discussion in our Discord because the way I did it again, because my white mage hit 80 before I was done with Shadowbringer's main story quests. So I rolled back and leveled my samurai up to the level of the next MSQ, and then samurai'd the rest of the way, which you can do if you have a thing about, you know, wasting the efficiency of getting millions and millions of XP from MSQ quests, main story quest, main story quest, because you can get XP in dungeons and whole other ways afterwards. It might save you some time in the long run, but realistically it's not super necessary. But I was a player understanding the numbers in this game that I didn't want to throw away like 100 million XP for primarily main story quests that don't have a lot of like not a lot of weird intensity to them, like difficulty wise. It is a lot of walk around the world, talk to people, you know, kill some mobs, talk to people, watch a cutscene, talk to people. You know, the only times it gets combat-y is when you get that mixed in dungeon every so many chunks, or the mixed in trial every so many chunks. Other than that, quests that give you 3 or 4 million experience, which is as much as a full dungeon run for going to talk to Urianger, I don't want to throw those away, right? I wouldn't want to yeet those into the abyss. I think we're going to do a little bit of inventory management for a moment, and then I'm going to head out and go get some dinner because we have raid in an hour. A little less than an hour, actually. 55 minutes, and invites about 5 minutes before, so... Griffin skin trousers. Yeah. After my auctions sit long enough where they're not selling, I just pull everything down and then relist stuff. Because some things just don't sell. They're just kind of weird. Don't take. Ooh, a free shadowless cloak? Very nice. I'm gonna keep that. It's fending too, it's the tank set. Oh, wrong vendor. I should have put my blap, 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 blap. There we go. Must min-max. The spreadsheet brain demands it. Oh yes, I was probably past Shadow level 70 when I started Shadowbringers by a level or two. I don't remember what level my white mage was when I started Shadowbringers. Probably 72 or something. Yeah. I know. Was it Stormblood? It may have been Stormblood where I was like 66 or 67 when I started Stormblood, so I only did so much of it on my white mage. I mean, I did it on other, like I did it on my warrior and my samurai, I think. I was way ahead of one of them for sure, but that was also like 3 months ago now, so I don't entirely remember because a bit of it is all a blur. It's the Gandalf hat, kind of. It's got like a pilgrim buckle on it. Is it a glamour people care for? I'll hit you with the 85.99. Why not? Yeah, but a lot of these things like don't sell. So, and sometimes the Allegan tomestones are one that sells because they're in a craft or two that are important, but those are all poop. What do I up to in my retainers? 3, 4, just a little shy of 5 million gil in my retainers right now. A lot of that gil is just from doing Southern Front Zadnor stuff. 3 million of it is from a mount. No. 3 million is from one mount. Like 800k is from another mount. 600k is from a component. Yeah. Tell you, you farm those endgame zones. You farm those endgame zones. You can, and if you just farm and just sell everything, you've been selling all the outside of Lost Action Bubble, you can sell a lot of those Lost Actions for handfuls of thousands each. And I was reading a thread about making gil in this game without like doing anything crazy, not doing any crafty stuff. Yeah, my chocobo hit 11. I gotta stable it. Stable my chocobo. Wait, he's summoned right now? Ah! Damn it. What's up, Destora? But yeah, if you do dismiss my son, withdraw. and he explodes. Actually, wait. That means I've got a freaking skill point. I guess I give him Choco regen, which is kind of garbage. Because if I give him the tank attack, I don't know if they'll do it in free stance. They might only do it if they're in tank stance, but if they're in free stance, they'll still put the garbage heal on me. I'll just do that. Oh, you get multiple. Why do I have so many points? You get so many points for prestige levels. Okay. Look in Discord, you'll know what I'm doing. Nani? Oh, we still have an hour to store. Hopefully that gets sorted before too much longer. Or we can see if Div's around to fill your spot so we don't lose time tonight. Or we can see if Div's around after Bob has to go to work so we can raid later. You get points equal to the rank. Oh, so if you fully prestige your Chocobo to level 20, you get every skill? You get enough skill points to get all 3 trees filled out? That's so much time. Like, my Chocobo's 11 at 50 days. I'm not, like, specifically trying to level my Chocobo. Right, rank 10 was... That's why I was curious, because now I just hit rank 11, and I got... Yeah. Huh, okay. Yeah, we'll just go into the... We'll give it the heals, so they'll randomly heal me. Because when I'm soloing stuff on my tank sometimes out in the real world, that's helpful. Well, Choco regen, I don't know. It's 25 potency. It's like a health potion. And potions don't scale well in this game. Like, I have 120,000 health, and like the max level potion heals you for like what? Like, is it 10,000 health? Yeah, I'm not sure. You will get every skill at rank 20. Oh, that's crazy. That's cool. That is still a long time. I think I unlocked level 11 on my beautiful purple sun maybe 2 weeks ago. And it just hit level 11 now. And a lot of it XP just comes from doing fates for the low level stuff or doing the hunts and stuff like that when I'm out in the world killing mobs. So it's we gotta clean your stable. I only have 2 brooms right now though. I may have to go buy some brooms. Yeah, I need more brooms. I don't know what they're actually called. Is it magic broom? Magic stable broom, right? Oh wait, they sell at the shop. Wait, do they sell for 20,000 each at the shop? No way. Yeah, the potency is per tick. Every server tick, yeah. But like comparing that to like an actual healer hot of over 100, 25 is and they have less mind as well than an actual healer, so yeah, it helps, but they're sold for 20,000 a piece at junk mongers. So wait. But people craft them and sell them for super cheap? Like this is a steal? I'm confused. Why would you ever buy them from the vendor? Oh, good condition is fine. So I have plenty for the next time. It takes 2. I need a Thavnarian onion, and I'm 15 minutes over time. I need to go get dinner in me before raid. Thavnarian onion. Oh, I pinned it. I didn't realize. Yep, they're kind of expensive. That's okay. You only need to buy one every now and then. Tend to my chocobo. Feed. Or no, train. Onion. Reward. Bam. View details. Yeah. And now I have to wait an hour, and I'll be able to rank them past 11. Because Thavnarian Onion moves the next prestige forward, so now they can unlock rank 12. I could technically feed it, but I don't have any chocobo feed in my inventory. And all that does is give them some XP. But don't they... You can't take them out for like 6 hours or something after that? So... That's fine. All good. The chocobo side of things and chocobo racing and all that stuff and breeding is such a... I'm not even... I have no idea. So much more to learn about this stupid game. But okie dokie. Don't need to wait an hour if you feed them. It's an hour when you give it the reward. Like the timer was right there. So I have to wait for that at least. But I got raid tonight anyway, so that's totally fine. But yeah. I'm heading out. I'll see you all back here tomorrow. Where's the music at? There it is. There it is. There it is. So, yeah, back tomorrow. Time between 3 and 4 p.m. We'll kick it off for a little bit more, and see where the evening afternoon tomorrow takes us. Just playing some more Final Fantasy XIV, talking about Final Fantasy XIV and whatnot. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's something I should probably ask or say during the stream more often. Didn't think about it. YouTube algorithm's a thing. If you had fun hanging out today, hit the like button on the stream. That's the easiest way to help the algorithm on this, like, putting all my content on one platform adventure. So, yeah. So you can train, take it out, and use it again. Oh, the wait is to train again. Oh. Again. This game. But alrighty. Y'all have a great night. Have a great morning, whoever comes first, and I will see you back here tomorrow.